What the? What are you doing?
Doing the patches for the Pontiac. This is the only thing I have to fabricate. The hard part.
You drew out the whole thing?
This is the whole quarter panel.
Wow, not the whole.
Not
lower half.
The lower half. Just for the passenger side. The driver's side isn't as bad, so I'm gonna do a different cut for the other side.
Right.
So this.
I'll tell you what. Get everything off of here so we can actually see it standing up.
For all those people who didn't know of what the car looks like, I'll show you what it looks like now before I start cutting everything off to put that panel on. This is the bad side. So I'm hoping I don't have to go into the curved part. I'm gonna cut it right before it starts to go into the bend here. I'm gonna try to do from there down. Hopefully.
So what is this line here? You got two lines here. What's going on here?
Well, this is where the bend is going to be. One's a bend and one's a cut line.
So you're saying you're going to cut it on the first one?
Cut it on the outside one.
This one?
This one's going to be a bend.
And this one you're going to bend it in?
In, right.
Same thing here?
This
is your underneath.
This is the one you cut. And this line's the one where it starts to bend here. You know how it has...
It's going to bend all the way on.
It's going to bend.
Gotcha. And this, the same thing. This is the bend that goes underneath the lip.
Same exact
But you got to flare it? That's got a flare on it.
It's alright.
So you flare it. Okay. Flare it. And same thing here. Over here you got another lip.
Yep. One's
this comes out,
a curve,
this goes
and then
in.
It goes into a 90.
And this, what we got going on here?
This is the cut line. See, I already started cutting it.
Yeah.
And then you had to come and interrupt me. And then
I
this
can
line.
see that.
And then this line is the bend line.
So this kind of goes in the jam. Damn, baby.
This is where the driver's side door opens.
Yo, baby. Yo, baby. Yo! This looks good. You think it's actually going to work out? This is...
It better. This is my only alternative. They don't make lower quarters with this car.
Yeah, you know how hard this is to complete?
It's alright.
Knock it out. Hammer it. You want to leave it like this? You want to cut it flat?
No, I'm going to cut it like a boogeyman. No, I'm going to put it up
You want it back up there? Alright, let's see how you make out.
Stretching this piece of metal for my Pontiac. I'm putting a radius.
Oh, nice.
This is the second piece, I guess you can
But just
call
go like this.
No, because look, when you bend metal, let's say here's the part you want to bend, it's going to kink.
You sure?
I already have it almost perfect. I just had to do something real quick.
A nice radius. Hey, what do you got to do with this?
This, I'll show you.
Ah, you're working on the quarter today, huh?
Quarter. So, this will go here.
Oh, that's the bottom part of the quarter. Okay.
And this is the piece that...
This is the bottom of it.
Bottom of it, I guess you can call it. This is where the nice, beautiful M&H slick.
And this is the bottom. So your wheel goes here.
Wheels here.
And then this is
rocker panels like here. Front right wheel's there. The fender's there. The steering wheel's there. The antenna's here.
Ground lock!
Okay.
Alright, cool. Finish it up. Let's do it.
That's it.
That put a hell of an arch in it.
So, any body panel on a car is never perfectly flat and straight. There's always some kind of curve or bend or something like that. So that's why we're putting a little curve in this lower quarter panel, because not all panels, any panel on a car is never flat. It's got a hell of a curve. See that? For example, this piece right here is perfectly flat. It's not. It's got a little bit of a curve. So not all panels on cars are perfectly flat or straight. They always have some kind of shape to them. The hood, it's a little like this. Any panel is always curved. It's never straight or flat.
Now what's the story?
Well, now you gotta cut the quarter off. Well, right now it doesn't sit perfect because it has another quarter underneath it. The old quarter.
So this is just to kind of test it out. You overlap
test it out. Right, okay, exactly. Yeah. Now, as you can see, it doesn't
I hate
go.
that phrase. But go ahead.
If you look here, I didn't go past it's not going up into this part. It's not
up into the part that sticks out. You're saying you're
going
to hide it?
Into the part that comes up. I'm going to hide it in the cove.
the seam.
The seam, right.
Okay, makes sense.
So,
and over
this
here?
is well, over here, not done yet. Before I start cutting the quarter off, we gotta bend this into the jam. Then I'm gonna bend this piece into the jam when the quarter's off. This way it's more accurate. Same thing in the back.
Right.
So we're looking good. It's gonna look like I didn't touch it at all.
If it fits this good, it fits really tight right now, right?
It's yeah.
All right, it's supposed to, because then once you cut the old quarter off, everything will just sit without even trying.
Now the thing is, I'm not cutting the quarter off yet because I need a trunk pan. That's what you want to call it. Because
Well, you mean all the pieces that are back here?
all the pieces, because from the trunk pan, there's a bracket that goes onto the quarter. This way the quarter doesn't bounce around, and the trunk pin shot.
How's the wheel well? Is it decent?
Well, not bad. The back areas is where all the wet leaves go and all the snow.
What sucks is they don't make panels for stuff like they make them for a 59 Chevy. They make some stuff. I don't even know. The difference is, see this, all this here? Look how many shapes are in this. In, out, in, out. In, you know what I'm saying? Nobody makes the panels for this car, so you'd have to find another car in a junkyard.
Right, but now...
No, they don't make quarters for this.
They don't make quarters. They don't. But they do make rockers.
So get whatever you can.
Let's say I find a quarter in the junkyard.
You mean like a quarter section, like when they cut a donor?
A donor,
they call it
I guess. Whatever. It's going to be worse than the one that's already on it.
That's what's going to happen.
Just make it.
If a car is good, it's not going to go to a junkyard. Well, it is what it is. You got to do something, right? All right, good.
That's why you have to be so careful. See that? That's the inner structure.
Yeah, sometimes it fools
right
you.
on it. Good.
I know that a lot of people are going to ask you, why don't you use the one that cuts? You know, they said it 20 times. Excuse yourself. They said it 20 times.
It's the inner structure.
It's going to hit the inner structure, so you're trying to be as delicate as possible.
Right, you don't want to mess up the inner structure.
Hit it. Swiss cheese, baby.
And there's Bondo.
Oh yeah, somebody closed the rod hole with fiberglass filler and some weird screen. See, they used to use screen to close the hole and fill it up with some kind of resin fiberglass based filler. You could use anything, screen, newspaper, cardboard, a dog's eyeball, anything you want. You could use anything as long as it closes the hole and blotch it. Well, there's your repair.
Right now, I'm taking off the bottom piece of the quarter that's welded onto the inner structure of the car. Now, this is actually pretty cool because it's not spot welded, it's brazed. That's how they did things back in the day. I never knew that. That's crazy. Every like 4 or 5 inches, they would put a nice piece of brass to hold this on. It's crazy. See that? It's all brass. I know what you're doing.
That's what shows do now. Yeah! Fuck you! You know. What's going on?
Well, I'm making this piece for the Catalina. I'm putting this bend in here.
Well, go ahead. Finish putting the bend in before we go.
Good. See? I had to put a slit in here because if you just start bending this the opposite way,
you'll end up ripping it.
Exactly.
All right, let's go. So what's next with this piece? And what piece is it?
Let me start from the beginning. When I took the old quarter panel off, I found a whole bunch of other rod.
Which you fixed.
Which I fixed some, like this piece here. See?
Look at it. Oh, so you made from here to here, right?
Yep.
Is that the piece?
That's the piece.
Well, you didn't grind the welds yet,
I didn't grind the welds
you got
yet.
something. You made this one here.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So what are you doing right now?
So this piece is the piece that goes in here. See this? You know, it's all rotted.
This big rust hole here?
We can't allow that.
Yeah, that goes all the way up.
Yeah. So this goes in here, like this, and this is gonna wrap around. It's gonna have a little lip.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And that's gonna fit in just.
And
like
show me what's underneath.
And that's underneath. Wow.
No way. Wow, that's a lot of rock.
That's something
So you're
else.
coming up to this piece
to this
with the
piece
bend.
right here.
You're gonna save this one because it's still okay.
Yes.
This I think is part of the rocker, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Yep.
This is all goes all the way in
Now
the
don't
back.
forget, this car is getting inner and outer rockers, trunk pan, floor pan.
You're waiting for all that.
I'm waiting for that all to come in.
Right. Okay, cool.
gonna
So
look good.
what's
So-
next? So you're gonna make this piece.
So I'm gonna make this
You look like
piece.
you're having a problem up here.
Yeah.
You're gonna sandblast some of this and whatever the
Sandblast
case
it
is, right?
to
Before
see
you
what
paint
is
it.
hidden.
Hey, what'd you use? Well-through primer too?
Yep.
Attaboy. What's with the brass?
Brass.
And I like
doing-
you. You're cheap like your father. You connected the two pieces together instead.
Why
so
waste
that,
it?
So that there's no waste.
Why waste it?
No waste. Because waste didn't buy it. A dead president bought this. And it's not easy to come across dead presidents, especially the way things are today.
And
There you
don't
go.
forget, dead presidents don't grow on trees.
Well,
Done?
one of them chopped one down once. What's his name? Michael Jackson? What was his name?
The cherry tree?
George Washington. George Washington. No, Jackson's on the $20
wait,
bill.
whoa. Anyway, as
So,
we said,
tell me, what's going on with the brass?
the brass, I like putting things back on the car the way it was. So
Right.
this piece, you see these two pieces? I made these. Before I cut them off, they were brazed right back here.
You mean like the old one of
old
this
one
and the old one of
the
this?
old one of this.
All right.
Exactly. And that was brazed right back here. So when I cut them off, I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna braze over here too, the way it was.
Oh, so you
Because-
make the new ones.
I make the new ones, but all the way over here from new to old,
Oh, in the back there?
the back is
Right.
brazed.
You brazed it
I
again.
might as well, you know.
You
why
might as
not?
well have just welded it.
Well, the reason why is because there was all still old brass back here.
I mean, on the old section.
On the
On
old
the
section.
old
In
piece.
order for me to MIG weld, I have to get rid of the brass. I might as well just braze it back on. The pieces that are new to new are MIG'd,
The ones you made.
the ones I made, and this piece where it goes from new to old is brassed.
All right, makes sense. Yeah, sure. Because it's a pain in the ass to take brass
Yes.
off apart.
Yes.
It's not that hard, but.
But
all right. So what's
just
next?
from cameraman, over here is brass, just to show.
Actually, you got brass.
Got brass
That must have been a
all
factory
here.
thing.
Yeah,
We said
yeah.
it like 7 times by the end of this video. There's brass that was actually holding
Go back here.
the whole quarter panel on. There you go. You know what that means.
What does it mean?
Don't chop down no cherry trees. Because then when you chop down the cherry tree, that's it. No more cherries. It's like where you're eating.
So when you cut down the cherry tree, now you have to be a president.
Okay? You gotta be pregnant again. You gotta be what?
President!
A president. So now, with that being said, the whole 9 yards, back and forth, up and down, left and right, taking over the world.
the world.
You mother.